Hey guys, a little late to the stream, but the match was at 6:30 early in the morning, so I had to uh, watch the match first. And as soon as the first half got over, I started streaming. So yeah, uh, let's see. I'm just trying to turn on my voice isolation. Let's see how I can do that. Mic check, mic check. Sorry. Let's go, guys. Let's go. If you can notice, I'm a big Messi fan. If you can notice, I'm a big Messi fan. You can see the flag on the back end. I got this from Qatar when I went to watch the FIFA World Cup 2022 final back in Qatar. So I got this from there. I got this from there. Uh, I ordered the Argentina jersey now, but I'm still waiting for it. But what a goal by Messi today. Let me quickly upload a story on Insta. Martinez. Martinez. Messi. Bye. Blocked. Back to Martinez. Back to Fernandez. Messi. Messi. Ankara Messi. Ankara Messi. Ankara Messi. What a ball. What a ball to Martinez. What a ball to Martinez. Oh. I think is this Zidane's son? Let's find out. Luka Zidane. Luka Zidane is the son of Zinedine Zidane. Zidane France से नहीं खेलता था. And he was born in Marseille, France as well. How is he playing for Algeria? Aren't you supposed to be born or have some links to the country you are representing? How can you play for Algeria? चाट ये क्या हो रहा है चाट? लूका जिडान अल्जीरिया से कैसे खेल रहा है? अशेबी अपने पापा की तरह हेडबट मारते हैं आज. Who Alvarez is coming in. Barcelona signing. Come to Barcelona, bro. Martinez is out. But Martinez was not doing a lot this time. I feel like bringing in Alvarez was a good call. I wanted a picture for thumbnail. Hmm. How do I add thumbnail quickly? Maybe I can't. Maybe I can. Argentina have been the most chill team out of all the teams that have played this World Cup till now. बहुत मजे में खेल रहे हैं भाई, बहुत मजे में पासिंग कर रहे हैं. They're like they don't give a shit about what happens, although they do. But like the level of self-esteem they have, the level of the how chill they are is what makes them so dangerous. Like that confidence, most of the time under pressure, you can perform really bad as well. But what they have right now is doing something great for them. And what a goal by Messi, by reminds me of World Cup 2022. भाई ooh भाई Alvarez is in. Let's see what Alvarez can do. Come to Barcelona, baby. Come to Barca. Messi with the corner. This could be a goal, guys. This could be a goal. Oh, back to Messi. Messi to the left wing. Flicks it to Gonzalez. Oh, what a ball! What a ball! Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it! Two for Messi. Two goals for Messi. मेसी भाई मेसी तेरे लिए भाई क्या क्या भाई टू goals in the first game of FIFA World Cup 2026. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What a beautiful tap in. What a beautiful tap in. Good shot, bhai. Good shot. Good shot. Two goals for Messi already in the World Cup, bro. Let's go. भाई मस्त उसको बना के दे दी भाई बॉल क्या शॉट मारा भाई मस्त बॉल बना के दे दी उसको जिनेडिन जिडेन के बेटे ने हक दिया भाई cleared by Fernandez. No, it's not Fernandez. Argentina 2, Algeria 0. Blocked by Rodrigo. मेसी का बॉडीगार्ड चल चल भाई 3 changes by Algeria. I set up is here. I change कैसे होगा? I today set up. Today's setup. I don't know change कैसे होगा but what a save by Zidane, bhai. Messi have never scored a hat trick in FIFA World Cup. Any FIFA World Cup, Messi have never scored a hat trick. What a save by Zidane. Alvarez intercepted. Nice. Blocked by More. फॉल मार देगा भाई तुझे. मत पंगे ले चल. Hey, good play by Algeria. Oh, nice ball. Cleared. Algeria अच्छा खेल रहे हैं, no doubt. Oh, बच गए भाई बच. Muchacho. भाई ये हाइड्रेशन ब्रेक क्या बकवास चीज है भाई। और अस फैंस हु वांट टू वॉच, भाई ये हाइड्रेशन ब्रेक क्या बेकार चीज है यार। दिस इज नॉट अ हाइड्रेशन ब्रेक, दिस इज अ कैश ब्रेक। और us fans who want to watch every moment in the World Cup, like बीच में hydration break डालना is like this is not football, bro. This cricket probably. I know why FIFA is ruining football just for some extra cash. भाई हमें देखना है भाई वो हाइड्रेशन ब्रेक में मैनेजर क्या बात कर रहा है, क्या एक्शन हो रहा है लाइन पे, क्या एक दूसरे से प्लेयर्स डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं, हमें देखना है भाई वो सब एज फैंस। दिस इज सो स्टूपिड कि भाई मेरे को 45 मिनट्स के हाफ में बीच में नहीं देखना। द ओनली one of the only reasons that we like football is because it goes on, it never stops. It is so dumb. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up? We are streaming Argentina versus Algeria today. Messi have already scored 2 goals, and I can't be less excited. I'm also streaming at the same time on YouTube. So let's go. And this is probably my only setup that I have: the Argentina flag, the scarf I got from Qatar, and I have some souvenirs as well. I'm gonna show you later. But let's go. Nice control, right? Back to Zidane. Ooh, cheeky. Zidane. Oh, what a fumble! What a fumble! Messi. Penalty, penalty है, जो penalty है. Messi never goes down. Messi never goes down on his own. It's always a penalty. It's a penalty. है जो penalty दे भाई. भाई मेसी डाइव नहीं मारता है. रोनाल्डो या नेमार भी खेल रहे, मेसी डाइव नहीं मारता है भाई. इट्स अ पेनल्टी. फक द रेफरी भाई, फक द रेफरी. भाई वीएआर कहाँ है? यार अपनी गांड मरा रहा है. थर्ड गोल आ जाता है. मेसी would have scored an hat-trick. But probably भाई किसी और को पेनल्टी दे देता. But still, Messi have never scored a hat-trick in a World Cup, and very few players have scored. So it was gonna be history. अब तो भाई नहीं दी, हम नहीं मिलेंगे उसको. भाई ball recovered. Who is this? The ball. Can't मार ले the ball इनको. Oh, Zidane is also here to watch. भाई जिडान का बच्चा अल्जीरिया में कैसे खेल रहा है मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा है. जिडान फ्रांस से नहीं था क्या? डोंट यू रिमेम्बर द वेरी फेमस हेडबट? बट हाउ कम Zidane's son is playing as a goalkeeper from Algeria? क्या हो रहा है ये? Aren't you supposed to be born or have any links to the country you are playing for? But you can play for any random country. And why ain't he playing for France if he's, I don't know, Zidane's son? भाई पेनल्टी दी नहीं भाई. भाई कमेंटेटर कहता रोड्रिगो से बॉल में कि आज गुड बॉडी का टेंड टू डू. डैम भाई. रोड्रिगो दे पॉल must be the only person in this world जिसको पूरी दुनिया बॉडीगार्ड बुलाती है. रॉड्रिगो दे पॉल must be the only person in this world जिसको पूरी दुनिया बॉडीगार्ड बुलाती है और उसको इस बात का कोई दुख नहीं होगा. He must be the most proud person in this world. Messi. Gonzalez, back to Messi, back to Messi, back to Messi, back to Messi. Hat-trick by Messi, history, hat-trick by Messi. Oh no way, boy, no way, no way, no way. Hat-trick by Messi, bhai. By Messi, I've never scored a hat-trick in the FIFA World Cup. Any cohort. Hat-trick by Messi, 3-0. What a goal, bhai. What a goal. What a goal. Let's watch the replay. I Oh, this could be offside. This could be offside. Gonzalez could be offside. Oh, what a goal, bhai! What a goal! Bottom left bin, bhai. Peak Messi, peak Messi. The world will go crazy today. The internet will go crazy. Let's go, guys. Messi has scored a hat trick. Back to Messi. Good ball, bhai. Good ball. Alvarez. Oh, fuck you, Alvarez. Back. Alvarez recovered. Good boy. Good boy. भाई रोनाल्डो फैंस की क्या गांड जलेगी ना आज अगर रोनाल्डो ने पोर्चुगल के मैच में गोल नहीं मारा तो. और मेसी इज ऑन अ हैट ट्रिक. So much pressure is on Ronaldo. Ronaldo is already so obsessed with Messi. भाई hat trick by Messi, and he's going out now. Messi, 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 Messi. By God, by fucking God. Back to Algeria by too far. Muchacho. भाई मस्त टाइम पे मेसी को निकाला है ताकि वो इंजर्ड भी ना हो. हैट्रिक मारी. Created history. Messi created history for himself, like scoring a hat trick in the World Cup for the first time ever. देखते हैं how many players have scored a hat trick in the World Cup. Players have scored a hat trick in the World Cup. I only 51 different players have scored a hat trick in the World Cup, and like of course, Mbappe is one of them. Last World Cup. A history for Messi. भाई मेसी के जाने का बोरिंग कर दिया है. Back to Dibu. Back to Paul. भाई मेसी के जाने का बोरिंग हो गया भाई. This is how important his presence is. Oh, fouled by. This is a critical position. Algeria could score from here. This is a very good position for a free kick. I wish I was in the US. OG streamer. What's up? They aren't gonna score against Zebu. No way they're gonna score against Zebu. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. Fuck. Yes. Back to ball. Cleared. When somebody commented when poly market predictions. No, wow. अच्छा, अच्छा. Argentina don't need to play now. Like, whatever they are doing, it's fine. Let Algeria push and try. They're already 3-0 up. Bad pass. Oh, boy, I think I want a Amy Martinez jersey now. Oh, 6 minutes, right? 6 minutes is a lot of time. Why Messi became one of the third players to reach 200 goals for his country. I think on first is Ronaldo, on second is probably someone, and Messi became the third one to score 200 for Argentina. Another history made. Yeah, zero viewers, guys. Show up. Somebody show up. भाई डीबो को पूरे पूरे गेम कुछ नहीं करना पड़ा भाई. मेसी मस्त हैट्रिक मार के चला गया है रेस करने. McAllister, और Mendy. भाई it's Mendy's it's Mendy's fourth World Cup, 103rd cap, I guess. Oda Mendy, what a player! What a player is Oda Mendy. Remember the 2022 World Cup? क्या बंदे मारे हैं इसने भाई. Bhai, anyone who was in that stadium is a lucky person today. Messi scoring a hat trick in the World Cup for the first time ever. In the first game of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, it can't get any better this year. The internet will go crazy today. Ronaldo की जो guard पे इतना pressure आएगा ना, I'm excited to see. If Ronaldo doesn't perform today, if he doesn't score a goal, he's gonna get fucked trolled. I don't think he deserves to get trolled, but he's gonna get fucked trolled. Oh, what a goal again! What a goal again! Beauty, bhai. The shot was taken by McAllister, and Messi tapped in. Love you, McAllister, bhai. भाई थर्ड गोल क्या प्यारा गोल था भाई पीक मेसी गोल muchachos Argentina won. Let's go. Let's go, guys. History in the making. Muchachos. Time to celebrate, guys. Time to celebrate. Let me get a better song. Muchachos. It's time to celebrate, guys. Muchachos. Muchachos, ahora voy a quiero ganar la carrera, quiero ser campeón mundial del cielo, tengo la gana de cuando digo yo contesta, talento lo tiene, muchachos. What a game by Algeria, bhai. What a game by Argentina. Uh, Let's see. Muchacho. 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 I can never be as good as him. Bhai. YGR is crazy, bhai. Muchachos love. Messi, Messi, Messi. Why this is what we were doing all the time when I went to watch the FIFA World Cup 2022. Insane vibes. Muchachos. Let me see if I can share my screen, bro. Okay, let's I want to show you all, although no one is there, but I want to show you all like my experience at the FIFA World Cup 2022. Guys, so can't even like bhai. So I went to the FIFA World Cup 2022 to watch the final, and I have a crazy story behind it. In my previous video, like the first video I posted, I told everyone about it that I went to the FIFA World Cup 2022 final, and I'm gonna share a story very soon. So I'm gonna show all the pictures and videos I took. I had a very bad phone back then, very bad camera, but still managed to get some cool pics. So this is my guy from the US. I went to meet him and we watched the final together. He helped me get the tickets. This was Qatar, how Qatar looked back then. Qatar looked pretty much like a desert, not a very beautiful country, but I still appreciated what they did for the World Cup. So this is us going towards the stadium. It was a very long walk, like at least a 6 to 7 kilometers to the stadium. Crazy vibes, insane vibes. Right now the vibes are here were pretty red because we were far back from the main stadium. We were already very late. You can hear the Mukbapi songs. I don't know if you can hear, but this is the first picture. These are the first pictures that I took outside of the Los Angeles Stadium. I bought this flag for $10. Uh, I don't know, some street vendor was selling it. He was a Pakistani vendor though. But I bought this flag for $10. I bought the scarf as well with the flag, and this is the flag that you see on my background. And this was my friend. Like, such a cool video. Oh hi, what a beautiful stadium! What a beautiful stadium this was. Insane vibes. Oh, photo of my ticket. I'm gonna show it live right now. Everybody was so busy. Look at that ticket. Let's go! Insane vibes. Oh, this is a very cool video. Vamos! I'm gonna post it today. Beautiful vibes, like what a beautiful stadium it was. Insane vibes. Oh, I I was in a pretty bad condition back then. Like I was pretty much half sick till I went there. What a view, guys! Look at this. Look at this. How beautiful it was. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? The 2022 ceremony, nobody can beat it. Of course, the flag game this time is much more stronger, but the ceremony, oh my god. Stadium was going crazy. My phone's quality is pretty much bad, but yeah. Bhai, this was the Argentina fan base. What a crazy fan base, right? Pura stadium ये लोग हिला रहे थे. Literally, the stadium was shaking when they all were jumping together at the same time. They were all prepared. They were doing different things, and the whole stadium was like shaking at the same time. Oh, as soon as Messi came. So like there are two version of clips on my gallery, like from angles. This was my view. My view was a little higher from my friend's view and Liu's view, but here is Messi. The vibes were crazy, bro. Bye. This was when Di Maria was fouled and they got a penalty. Here's the foul. Here's the foul. That's when they got a penalty. Why? This was like the most craziest thing I've ever seen. The video doesn't do justice to how loud the stadium was. Like it was insane. Why when Mbappe feared the entire world to death. Why when Messi scored that goal. So cheeky, so calm and chill. This was when Mbappe scored the penalty. I'm not supposed to show that. This was basically me crying, like after like Argentina won. Oh, insane! Why when Messi won the World Cup, he was walking right in front of us, like the God showed us His presence. It was literally that feeling. Why this was the person who was sitting right next to me. He came straight away from Australia, but he was born in Argentina. He was crying all the time, all the time. Insane vibes. Why that's pretty much it. Why I have a lot of videos not here probably, but it was insane. So guys, give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna show you all the souvenirs I got from when I went to Qatar to watch the World Cup final 2022. Give me a second. Muchachos. Muchachos. Guys, I'm just posting a story on my Instagram. Uh, Anybody who is not here or here, go follow me and says AYUSHJRRRR Ayush Junior. Muchachos. भाई मेरे को स्ट्रीम पे ध्यान ही नहीं है भाई, मेसी की पोस्ट पोस्ट आ जा रही है। अच्छा, अच्छा। Bhai, so Argentina ka cohort in the FIFA World Cup 2026 has finally started, and I have a crazy story to share. I went to watch the FIFA World Cup final in 2022. I have a crazy story to share. I went to watch the FIFA World Cup final 2022. It was a crazy experience, crazy experience. At first, I'm gonna show you the souvenirs I got from Qatar while I was there to watch the World Cup. The souvenirs I collected from like FIFA shops, some local shops, and some street vendors selling this flag that I got in my background. And this is the scarf I got. This is a very pretty scarf. I love this scarf. I wore this the whole time while I was watching the World Cup, and uh, I wore this the whole time. I have a crazy story to share. I went to watch the FIFA World Cup final 2022 in Qatar, and I have a crazy story behind it. Crazy story. I'm gonna tell you about it, but before this, I'm gonna show you all the souvenirs that I got from Qatar, from local vendors, FIFA shops. This is probably the flag that I got from a local vendor. I It costed me around $10, which was, I think, a decent price for a World Cup final flag for Argentina, where there was crazy demand. And I got this scarf. This is a very pretty scarf, one of my favorites. And this is the only scarf I have, to be honest, in my football collection. Uh, Need to show it probably. Wait. So this is a very pretty scarf. I am gonna show you the most beautiful, the most important souvenir that I have is the FIFA World Cup final ticket. Nothing in this world can beat this. This is, you can't buy this with money. You can't buy this with luck. This is, anybody who is a Messi fan, who's a Ronaldo fan, or who's a football fan knows how big of a game this was and how important this was. I've kept it safe. I'm gonna probably get it sealed. I just forgot about it like recently. By I'm gonna show you like more souvenirs that I got. So this was this was a handband, wristband that was given to all the members who were watching the FIFA World Cup final. This is pretty cool. Uh, you can like just wear it like this, and everybody got this. Somehow my seat had like two or three extra. I don't know how, but then a couple people didn't have it, so I gave it to them. But this is a very beautiful souvenir. I'm gonna protect it with my life. It's like, I don't know, but like I love it. And then I got this from a FIFA souvenir shop, I guess. This was, I used to collect like currency notes, country notes when I was a kid. So I'm always pretty fascinated by whenever I see something related to a banknote or a cash note. So this is not a real note, but Qatar especially got these made as a souvenir for the FIFA World Cup. So this is basically Qatar's currency note, and then there is all this FIFA World Cup design on it. So this is pretty cool. I got this in an envelope like this, and like this is probably, I think, what was this? I stayed in a cruise when I went to Qatar. So basically, Qatar didn't have a lot of space to accommodate millions of fans that were coming. So they called a couple cruises from Switzerland, and since I didn't find a good stay, any cheap stay, so I had to get a cruise to stay for the night. So this was the card for there, and was pretty decent. Like the design is really good. I think that's all I have in souvenirs. But amazing journey, amazing experience I had when I went to Qatar. I have a crazy story behind it. I am just gonna wear my scarf first. So I have a crazy story behind it on how I went to watch the FIFA World Cup final 2022. Nobody knows about it. Only a very few people know about the story because I pretty much lied to everyone, even my parents. So I was very young back then, and as a person, as a family member, I never went outside the country. And my parents are generally very strict, so they never allowed me to like travel alone as well. I've traveled alone for like work purposes, but not out of the country. And Qatar and countries like Dubai seem very suspicious too. And typical Indian parent. So somehow I was talking to this guy Andrew, who is also from the industry I worked in. He was coming from the US. We were both excited to watch the World Cup. He was already there. He watched a couple matches, quarterfinals, semifinals, and he was pushing me continuously. Was pushing me to come, and I still respected till I still respect him till day on how he pushed me, how he forced me to come. While we were not even friends before this, we were just talking because of the World Cup. So really appreciate how he helped me through everything. I'm gonna tell you more about him, but like I somehow convinced my parents into this lie that I work in a company. They knew I used to work in Web3 crypto and stuff, and I used to work in a company that is sponsoring this entire trip, and they are getting me tickets as well. It's my dream, all of that. And before this, they knew that I wanted to turn into a professional footballer, which I couldn't, unfortunately. But I used to play a lot of football. I was a huge, crazy ass fan, so they knew the passion. So they told me straight no that you can't go, but. Uh, I, being a Ziddi kid, like I was like, okay, I can't go. I talked to people. I consulted my friends that if I should go or not. Like, kya karu main? What should I do? Like, my parents are not letting me. But I was very, very stressed. And Andrew kept pushing me day and night. He was like, bring your dad, dude. Don't come alone. अपने पापा को लेके आ, bring your dad, and कुछ भी कर, just bring him, come watch the World Cup with me, we'll have fun. And that is what I did. I asked my dad, like, you come with me, I'm gonna sort your visa and everything. I'm gonna pay for your flight. I'll somehow manage the money. By then, they didn't know that I was able to afford myself, because they thought all my money was in crypto and stuff. So it was not really real money. And I was at the same time, I was also like that everything was sponsored while it was not, because then they were gonna come to like how much is it gonna cost and all of that. Then the entire huge amount is gonna give them stress. So I didn't have the ticket, by the way. I was still looking for a ticket. So it was, the World Cup was on 19th December 2022. 18th December, after crying for a couple days and trying to, मतलब अपने parents को मना रहा था इतने दिन तक, this watched me cry. They were like, I want to fulfill my dream. This is the one time dream that people get to fulfill when they're 40, 50 or stuff like that. But I want to like fulfill it. Now I have the opportunity. I was like saying like it was sponsored, don't snatch this away from me and all of that. So somehow my dad told me, okay, let's go, I'm also going with you. And I was like, okay. I sorted his visa as well, I sorted everything. So to get a visa back then for Qatar, you needed to have an official ticket number and a stay booked in Qatar. So that's what I did for both dad and I. And he got the visa as well. I didn't have the ticket, but I went on Reddit and found a random ticket number which got me the visa. So 18th December, it's 4 p.m. My dad tells me somehow that he is not going. He said me, "Tu ja, chala ja, just go alone and be safe and all of that." And it was 4 p.m. The match was next day, 6 p.m. Qatar time, like around 11:30 Indian time. And I booked the flight at 4 p.m. I left my room around 7:30 p.m. My bags weren't packed. I didn't have any good clothes. I didn't carry anything football related. I was not even prepared. My phone wasn't charged. My phone was at literally 20%. And I just somehow left. I just booked the tickets. My parents were damn scared. My mom was crying as if like some, some Habibi guy would like snatch me and convert me and whatever, like shit like that. But uh, like my mom was trying since like she thought like something is gonna happen to me in Qatar and all that, because of course they're not aware. So it was like very hectic situation. Somehow I just left the home and I took the flight. I think my flight was around 11:30 or something, and I left for Qatar. I booked my stay and everything. Next morning, 6:30 a.m. or something Qatar time, I went to Qatar. I went to my friend's place in the US. I'm not gonna name him, but I went to his place. I woke him up at like 6:30. He was like, "Bro, you woke me up so early," and I was feeling bad about it. Of course, I couldn't do anything because it was very hard to navigate where his stay was. So he was basically staying in a caravan van. So Qatar doesn't have a lot of hotels, properties. So they brought in caravan vans from somewhere, and like it became a fan caravan van city, and it was also called a fan city. So there he was staying. So I went to his caravan van where he was staying early in the morning. So since I couldn't check into my hotel because my check-in was at 2 p.m., but I was there in Qatar at 6:30 a.m. So I went to his place. We started talking. We gelled up a little. We started finding the tickets, and I checked Viagogo, the reselling website. The tickets were crazy, like $3,700, $4,000, $4,500. That too for the worst seat in the stadium. Worst seat, जहाँ से Messi इतना छोटा सा दिखता है. Worst seats. I was even ready to pay that. I was ready to pay any amount. Like the crazy part is that I had no ticket and I went to Qatar without a ticket. I paid so much money for the flights. I paid so much money for the hotel, but I still went to Qatar in the hope that somehow I'll manage to get the ticket in a random country with a random friend that I made a couple of days ago, which was insane. So we had a lot of fun. We played football with some locals there. There was a football ground that they made in the fan city. Qatar really made a made everyone feel very welcome, and the facilities, the organization of the event was very good. So we played football until 4 p.m. Andrea and I both were looking for tickets. We couldn't get the tickets. Somehow we made a call that okay, let's get the ticket from Viago, this reselling website. The ticket was costing us $4,500 just for me. That was one of the worst seats in the stadium. I was ready to pay it, but somehow I didn't have money in my bank. I just had money in my crypto, and I was so stupid. I didn't even have time to think कि मैं कतर जा रहा हूँ, मेरे बैंक में पैसे नहीं है. मतलब of course I had money to like pay for shit and all of that, like enough money to be like stable out there, but not enough money to pay for the ticket, which was $4,500, around 4 lakh rupees back then. So utna paisa nahi. I was like, Andrew, can you pay for me? I'll pay you in crypto. Of course, you can just use it. But since he was there in Qatar, he was a lot of matches, so he was out of his credit limits and all of that. Then 1 hour we were trying to figure out how to pay. Then we posted a tweet on Twitter that I want to watch the FIFA World Cup final and I am here stuck. I want to buy the ticket. I just have crypto. Can anyone pay for me? So we posted a tweet literally on Twitter that I am here to watch the FIFA World Cup final. I am trying to buy this ticket, but I don't have money in my bank and we are out of our credit limits. And like I just have crypto. Can anyone, any good man pay for me and I'm gonna pay him in crypto? So many people responded, but some were trying to scam me to get the money first, and some were genuinely concerned and they were like trying to figure out how we can do this, because of course all these people were random people, they don't know me, so of course they can't trust me with such a big amount, and of course I can't trust them at the same time as well, and I was not willing to take that risk that I send someone crypto and they vanish away, because Twitter, it's a random place, random internet thing. But somehow this guy and my friend who was with me from the US was a very big Twitter influencer, crypto influencer. So when so on Twitter we were posting together that we were like there watching the World Cup, and like some person reached out to me. He was like, "I can pay for you if your friend can vouch for you." So Andrew then like clicked my picture and sent it to that guy, and then that guy was ready to pay for me in a way like where he pays for my ticket, I get the ticket, and then I pay him in crypto once I like make sure that he paid for my ticket. I was about to pay, and then Andy told me like, "Stop, don't do it right now. I got a contact, and maybe we can get a ticket for much cheaper and a much better seated ticket." Then he didn't tell me anything. He was like, "Let's go." I was like, "What the fuck, bro? Where are we going?" It was 4 p.m. The match was at 6:30, and at 4 p.m. he tells me, just go. Don't ask me any questions." I didn't even know that we were going. I bought this flag. I bought another scarf and another flag. I left it at my room. I didn't even change my clothes. I just went out with him. And he told me that he was going to meet some Mexican mafia who somehow he got to know about. Uh, so there is this building in Qatar. I'm gonna post a picture here. Very very shady building, very North Korea vibes, Kim Jong Un vibes. But there was this building. He was staying there somehow, and we went there. And he told me to stop outside. There were a couple bodyguards. He went inside, and he went inside to get the tickets. He was like, "Don't come inside." I'm not sure if it was the Mexican mafia or if Andrew was like messing with me, but somehow he came out with not just one ticket, two tickets. He already had a ticket, by the way, and I went crazy. Like I was so fucking happy. I couldn't even express in front of him. I was like, I don't know what was happening. But it was just flowing. Like the whole thing, the whole plan, the God's will was just flowing for me at that moment, and I feel very lucky about it. So I got the ticket. I was like, how much am I supposed to pay for it? And he was like, we can sort it out later. He's my friend, and whatever amount he says later, we can just pay for it. It's not gonna be that of a big amount as compared to the amount I was gonna pay earlier. Then it was like around 5 p.m., 6:30 was the match. Somehow, one of Andrew's friends from US as well, came to pick us up in that area, and we went to watch the World Cup. And like, what a crazy World Cup! I'm gonna attach my videos, my pictures after this, so you can see how my experience was. I also posted like a carousel on my Instagram with all my videos and pictures from there. But what an insane World Cup! And the most funny fact, as soon as I was landed in Qatar and I managed to get to Andrew's place, my phone was dead. My phone was dead. I was carrying my charger, but I had no fucking clue that Qatar had a different power adapters and extension, and I was not carrying that. And even my friend didn't have it. So I had no source to charge my phone because our Indian adapters look very different as compared to the adapters that are used in Singapore, US, Qatar, all these countries. So our adapters don't work there. So my phone was there. I was like without my phone all the time. Somehow I managed to charge my phone, record a couple like videos while I was at the World Cup, but I couldn't record everything. I just have one picture that was clicked by some random dude who was sitting right next to me, and he sent me that. A couple more people also clicked my pictures. I gave them a number because my phone was there. I told them, please send me that picture, but somehow they never sent it, and I never had their number saved and didn't have a pen. My phone was dead, so I never got those pictures. I wish they meet me someday somewhere randomly and I recognize them and I ask them for my picture and they still have it. So that's a funny story. And my friend and I were in very different seats and we were supposed to go back together. And so when the World Cup was over, what insane five! Like I couldn't leave the stadium. Messi and you all have seen the video, like how Messi and Argentina were celebrating, and like Messi, they picked Messi up on their shoulders, and they were like roaming around the whole stadium, crazy vibes. But then I left the stadium, and outside the stadium, it was like all blue and white, all blue and white, all Argentina. Everybody was dancing like crazy. They were like mini groups like assembled in different places and everybody was like playing drums, dancing, insane vibes. Everybody was speaking in Spanish and everybody was singing muchachos, like all this song like all the time. I didn't have my phone. I was trying to find Andrew because he was not sitting and he was like somewhere else and we were supposed to go back together. So somehow like after an hour of waiting at the place where we discussed that we would meet, he somehow didn't come here. He came in early. I found an Indian person. I asked him for his phone and I contacted back to India to my sister because she had Andrew's phone number. She had my friend's phone number. I asked her to please call him and ask him like where is he at? वो कौन से gate पे है? And she called him and my parents thought, oh my god, what's happening? Why doesn't he have his phone? And like because I couldn't communicate clearly, so they got scared. It was like 2:30 a.m. in India, and all my parents got scared. My sister got scared. Like they were already very scared. So they called Andrew. He told her like where he was standing. I somehow found Andrew. I met him, and then we left. But the entire night, okay, so there's another crazy story behind it. So the person who got me my tickets, I don't know, his friend or someone, was the founder of this app called AC Momento. I don't know if this app is still live. I think this app they sold it recently to some company for a couple $1 million. But AC Momento was basically the app where they used to like they had contracts with football players and they whatever a player was wearing in a match, like let's say Messi, what the jersey Messi wore in the Argentina final match, they were able to acquire it from Messi directly, and then they used to auction it on their app. Then Messi got some share out of it, and then some like collectors, people like us, fans, were able to auction it and buy it a match worn Messi jersey or like a different player jersey on the platform. This was their platform basically, and so since they were a pretty reputed company, so they had pretty good connections. So they were staying at the place where all the FIFA officials were staying, where all the families of these footballers were playing, where all the families of these coaches, all the VIPs were staying. So that was like a 7-star luxury place. So somehow Andrew was also friends with them, and we we met them. They somehow managed to sneak us into their bus so that we can, because there were no taxis. It was so crowded, and at the same day, it was Qatar's national day, so it was already very very crowded. Like people were out on the streets celebrating the Qatar's national day and all of that, and so so we left with him because Andrew had a flight that night. My friend had a flight that night, so we had to leave. So we left with him. Otherwise, there was a proper Argentina rally that happened. Argentina's players were on the bus and they were like roaming around the stadium. So wanted to witness that as well. And the celebration went all night outside the stadium, but we had to go because he had a flight that night, which he eventually missed because there was a lot of traffic and he couldn't reach the airport on time. So he missed his flight. But we went with them to their hotel and it was a pretty insane experience. I've never seen that kind of luxury in my life. I've never seen that kind of reputed players' families in the same place. And somehow they dropped us there. From there, we somehow ran really quickly back to our van where Andrew was staying, because where my friend was staying, because he had to pack his bags and everything to leave for the airport. And since there were no taxis, nothing, so it was pretty jacked. So we were running all in Qatar after watching the match, and somehow we went to his place, and he parked and he left, and we gave each other a hug. We didn't even have time to like click a picture together. He somehow left. I still didn't have like power on my phone, so I tried. I was like at 2%. Somehow I managed to find a power bank. At 2%, I booked an Uber to the place I was staying, which was in a cruise. And at 2%, I booked an Uber, and somehow I packed my bags. I found my Uber, and I ate this super good chicken shawarma. I stopped eating chicken now. It's super good chicken shawarma. Chicken in Qatar is really good. So I ate that and I got into the cab. I went to the cruise. The cruise was amazing. I've never seen anything like that. It was so beautiful. I went there, I put my phone on charge and I slept like a baby. By then I had no fucking clue that my parents back at home were stressed and they were thinking like something happened to me because I called them in such a like hectic scenario where I was telling them to call Andrew and call my friend and like find out where he is. So they got really scared and really nervous. At 3:30 a.m. in the night, they didn't sleep the whole night. They were trying to call all my friends to like figure out how to solve. They were very. I had no fucking clue. I just put my phone on charge. I went to the bed and I slept like a baby. And I woke up in 8 to 9 hours. I didn't even get to experience the cruise I paid 30,000 rupees for one night. I somehow woke up at 10 a.m. I had to check out at 11 a.m. I quickly changed into my like new clothes, fresh clothes. I went around the cruise. I had breakfast. I was running around the cruise just to explore how the cruise was because the reason I stayed there was also that I wanted to explore how a cruise was, how a cruise felt like. So I was there. I quickly like there were different like water slides and all of that. In the same clothes I went, I took them off. I wore my swimming costume and like went into the water sliding. In one, I like explored the entire cruise very quickly. Then I got back. I charged my phone and I noticed that oh my god, my family was going crazy. They called hundreds of my friends and they were like, "Where is Ayush?" All of that. Somehow I called them back and I told them I am safe and I'm gonna talk to them later. And I had my flight the other day at night, so then I packed my bags. I had to check out. I was carrying my suitcase, all in Qatar. They were like free. Qatar. The most amazing thing about Qatar FIFA World Cup 2022 was they had free public transport, free metros for fans. If you have a ticket and if you have a visa, free metro for you, free bus, bus services. Everything was pretty much free. So I was traveling here and there. I was exploring Qatar. There was a pretty good old Qatar market. I'll attach some videos and pictures here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I went to this old market, then there was this whole beach area where I went to. Then I had another friend who was living in Qatar, who I met through crypto. I went and met him. Really loved meeting him. I even forget what his name was. I probably saved his number from my like Qatar friend. I don't even remember his name. It was so long back then. But but we met. We went out. We had a really good coffee in Qatar, and he told me more about how Qatar works and everything. He showed me a couple places there. Then somehow he left. Then I went to a different place to go to a FIFA shop. Like there were a lot of fan zones in Qatar and a lot of FIFA shops, but most of the FIFA shops were closed because World Cup was over. It was the other day. Everyone was pretty much leaving. So everything was pretty much closed, which I felt really sad about. I wanted a lot of souvenirs, which I couldn't get, but I had this flag and all of this stuff. So since I was so desperate to get a souvenir, I like got this. I think I showed this earlier. I got this. It is basically Qatar's currency note with like FIFA's design on it. Like FIFA World Cup finals design on it. So yeah, I went to a couple of places. I explored Qatar here and there. Beautiful country, beautiful people. Everybody was so hyped up. Everybody was so welcoming. Nobody was judging anyone. There was no racism. Everybody was in love. Everybody was like, if anybody was wearing an Argentina jersey, and he was like 2 miles away, he would like say hi to me or like do stuff like that. Because since I was wearing an Argentina jersey as well, like and this flag and everything. Oh, by the way, I was not wearing an Argentina jersey. I was wearing this flag because I couldn't get an Argentina jerseys at the airport or at any other place because it was fucking sold out everywhere. A $70 to $80 jersey, 7 to 8,000 rupees jersey was sold out from everywhere. No sizes were available. So I had to wear a normal t-shirt which I had, like I told you, I didn't have time to change. So I was wearing my flag on top of it just to show that I'm an Argentina fan. And I was wrapping this flag around me as well all the time. All the time. I didn't even take it off while I came back to my home. I took it off when I came back to my home in India in my room. I was that crazy, and the vibes were insane. In metros, people were singing muchachos, and in like suburbs, people were singing muchachos. even in the airport, people were celebrating, shouting, singing muchachos. It was a fucking celebration. It was so amazing. Like I went to Qatar for tourism. I don't know what happened with me. It was so insane, so crazy. And क्या ही मजा आया भाई, क्या ही सपना था वो. I couldn't even make a lot of videos. I wish I had a good phone. I had a good camera. If I had like more days to plan, 10 days to plan, I would have bought a new iPhone. And just to record, I would have bought a camera. And by the way, FIFA World Cup ticket, my FIFA World Cup ticket for the 2022 World Cup. Let me show you. By the way, and by the way, my FIFA World Cup ticket for the 2022 World Cup final. This costed me $2,700 and a lot of luck, a lot of goodwill of friendship, and I don't know, a lot of blessings from the God and my parents that I somehow managed to get it. It was so extremely difficult to get this. No amount of money could have got you this back then. It was so insane. People were standing on the streets out of the stadium. They had boards on their hands where it was written that we want tickets. We would pay any amount, and nobody was like willing to give them a ticket or anything. Like there were people who like found us with our tickets on the streets, and they were like they used to like take bundles of cash out from their bag, and they were like, how much do you want us to pay you? It was that crazy. Like a guy was willing to pay us $10,000 for this on the streets, and we said him no, because of course we were there to watch the match. No amount of money, not even $1 million would have forced me to like sell. Not even $1 million would have forced me to like sell this ticket back then. So it was absolutely insane, the whole experience. So it didn't cost me that much, to be very honest. Like I could earn my entire life, and then I could always think that okay, this was a very small amount of money out of my entire life's earnings, and I'm getting to fulfill my dreams at the age of 19 years old, out of nowhere, and I'm getting to fulfill that. And at the same time, Messi won the World Cup, Argentina won the World Cup, and it couldn't get any better. And I witnessed for the this was my first football match ever, which I was seeing through a stadium, out of a stadium, and it couldn't get any way better. Out of all the matches that happened till date in any game, whether it is a World Cup match, whether it is Champions League, whether it is Premier League, whether it is La Liga, it was the best match ever, which got tied up at 3-3. Then there was extra time, 3-3 scored, got tied up at extra time only. And then there were penalties. And Messi was being trolled for so many years for not getting an international trophy. And the first international trophy he got was a FIFA World Cup trophy. He absolutely went crazy. It was a dream come true for me as a Messi fan. I was watching Messi since I was 10 years old. I used to watch him on YouTube and all that, and I could have never imagined that I would watch him lift the World Cup trophy. We used to get criticized so much as fans that Messi didn't have an international trophy because Messi lost to Argentina back in 2010 when West Germany won, I guess, or 2006. 2006, I guess. Messi lost to like Argentina lost to West Germany, and it was such a heartbreak for fans. Then Messi couldn't win any other international trophy as well. So Messi winning that, Argentina winning that was like icing on top. It was like dream come true. So no money in the world can buy that experience. No money in the world can put any person in this world back in 2022 in the Lusail Stadium to watch the FIFA World Cup final, to watch Messi lifting the trophy, to watch Argentina winning the World Cup. So I just had to do everything in my power to go there and pay up, while my parents and my friends still don't know that I actually paid money to go watch the FIFA World Cup final. I told everyone that it was sponsored because I didn't want to like spoil my happiness out of like basic jealousy of or anything like that. It's a thing in India. Like uh, people just talk when it comes to money. So I didn't want any of that, but like so that's why I told everyone that it was sponsored. It feels like light on their heart because they were also football fans, and they also wanted to go and watch like that. It's everyone's lifetime dream, so I just didn't want to like make them so like jealous or envy me. I was like just chill, like it was sponsored. I just got lucky and something like that. So, but I'm telling this today on my YouTube live, and I'm gonna post a video about this on probably Instagram or YouTube. It got too long, but I paid $2,700 for the ticket. I paid around $1,500 for my stay and flights. I spent around over 5 lakhs on 2 days just to watch the FIFA World Cup final. So I have no regrets. No amount of money can buy this. No amount of money can put me or anyone back in 2022 and have Messi witness winning the World Cup live through the stadium. It's not gonna happen. Not even $1 million, $1 billion can buy this. So I just had to do it, and I didn't even think twice before doing it. I didn't even flinch. Even if I would have gone bankrupt after paying so much money back then, I didn't go bankrupt. But even if I did, I would have gone bankrupt. I would have sold the house. So that's pretty much the story of how I went to the FIFA World Cup 2022 World Cup final, how what I did there, how it happened. Like there were of course more small elements that happened that are very special to me, but might sound boring to you anyway. Like why is this guy talking so much shit? But like all of this is very close to my heart. I didn't even take the scarf off for so many days. I was so excited. I was like singing muchachos all the time. I don't even know how to speak Spanish, but I can still sing the whole muchachos song now, all the lyrics, everything. So, uh, while you see one flag on the back, I have this another flag. This is the first flag I bought at the airport, but I left it at the room before leaving for the match. So, I'm probably gonna hang it somewhere on my wall like very soon. I just got this room like repainted, so I have a lot of stuff. So yeah, that was pretty much it. That was the dream come true. This is Messi. This is how I saw Messi, and like he was walking right in front of me. He was right there. I watched him score because I watched him play, and what a magical player it was. What a magical match it was. And I watched the very loved moment by the entire football World Cup fans. The Dibu Martinez World Cup last minute save that saved Argentina that day. I watched that as well, and we were like so fucking scared. For the last 30 minutes, the match was so insane. For the first 15, 20 minutes, we were fucking enjoying it. Like, I was like holding my scar and I was like this all the time. And we're like going insane that, like, when when they scored their first goal, like when Messi scored their first goal out of a penalty. But then it was 2-0, and we were like, okay, Messi is gonna win, Argentina is gonna win. Personally, I didn't even realize I was watching the World Cup final, and World Cup finals are supposed to be difficult because Argentina was already 2-0 up. So I was very chill. I was like, oh my god, I was just enjoying. I was like observing everything since it was my first time watching a football match. I didn't even realize that okay, Argentina is gonna win. I didn't even have that in my consciousness or in my thought. But Argentina second half, Mbappe made it 2-2, and we were like, shit. That moment, I stopped jumping. I sat on my seat like this, and all the time I was thinking, "Bhai, I came till here. मैं यहाँ तक आ गया हूँ, and is Argentina gonna lose? This will be so much worse. I came here with so much passion, so much love, and we as Barcelona fans, we as Messi fans, we as Argentina fans have been struggling for so many years to see something beautiful happen. 2014 was the last time we celebrated when Barca won the Champions League, but we have been struggling so much. And we were like कि मैं यहाँ तक आ गया हूँ, इतना crazy scene हो गया, इतना सब हो गया, और अर्जेंटीना हार जाएगी. And then it went to extra time. Messi scored again. We went crazy. And we were like, but even after Messi scored, I was sitting like this. I was like, no, bhai, I'll sit like this. I was like being very superstitious. I was like sitting at the same team. And remember what my seat number was. My seat number was 10. And I was sitting at seat number 12, and somebody else was sitting on my seat. So there usually people sit on their seat. So somehow it was a confusion. I got very superstitious back then. I was like, bhai, maybe 10 is Messi's number 10. I also like the number 10. All my Instagram channels, everywhere it is 10. I would like to go to sit on my seat. And there were like 3 to 4 Argentina fans who were sitting on that seat. I was like, can I sit on my seat? And they started abusing me in Spanish. And the friend who was sitting right next to me, random friend I met. He was like, what are you doing, bro? I'm just, that's my seat. I'm trying to be just, just be super chill. He was like, come on, man, just chill out. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I can't bother them anymore. They are also here to enjoy and everything. And they were like abusing French fans all the time as well. They were like very passionate. They were speaking in Spanish, so I couldn't understand anything. But I was being very stupid. I was like sitting like this all the time. Then Mbappe scored again. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And literally, I was about to cry that Argentina might lose. And last minute, when Dibu Martinez saved that, and we were all like every person's soul came out of their body, and they were like, what the actual fuck? What happened here? क्या हो गया हमारे साथ? But somehow we got saved that day. Then it went to penalties. Penalties में मार्टिनेज ने जो बचाया है, penalties में I swear I was so lost. मैं खो गया था, मेरे को पता नहीं था क्या हो रहा है. मैं ऐसे बैठा हुआ हूँ, मैं सारी penalties देख रहा हूँ. The Argentina fan who was right next to me was like, bro, celebrate. Why aren't you celebrating? What happened to you? And I was ignoring him. I was so rude to him back then. I still regret that. I was like this. I was so lost. I was so fucking scared that Argentina would lose. मबाप्पे ने इतना बुरा हाल कर दिया था हमारा. And Messi, Argentina starts celebrating, and I'm still sitting like this. I'm like, what the fuck? 2 minutes later, like the person sitting right next to me, like hugged me or did something. I was like, what the fuck? Argentina. I was like, Argentina won. Argentina. Oh, then we went crazy. Then the Argentina fan right next to me started crying. I started crying. I have a video of me crying. My friends started sending me DMs that congratulations. I sent them this video and they got crazy. भाई ये कहाँ पहुंचा हुआ है? I sent them a video. I sent them a video by mistake where I was crying I was looking very funny, and then I showed them the stadium. And I didn't know that I was gonna send it to him, or maybe I was not in that consciousness, or I didn't have, मैं उस टाइम सेंसेस में नहीं था, तो मैंने उनको रोते हुए वीडियोस भेज दी, उन्होंने और दोस्तों को भेज दिया, और सब हंस रहे थे उस पे. मतलब सब ऑफ कोर्स शॉक भी हो रहे थे कि भाई कहाँ पहुंच गया, बट सब हंस रहे थे. मैं उसमें ऐसे गंदी तरीके से रो रहा हूँ. And for the next 30 minutes I couldn't stop crying. I was like sitting like this. Thank you, God. Thank you, mom and dad, for letting me be here. Thank you, Ashil. Thank you for making me so lucky that I am here. I cannot express that feeling. If somebody was recording me, they could have showed you how I was crying for 30 minutes. I was sitting on my knees. I was like this all this time. Ki, bhai, thank you for me being here. I just couldn't imagine what was happening with me. Like it was so magical. It was like God had his hand right on my head. Like at that age, of course, there were like 1 lakh people there to watch the World Cup, but of course, everybody was pretty much privileged. The way where I was coming from, it is just another different story. Like it wasn't possible for me to be there that day. I was just there. I don't know how, and like I still appreciate everyone who helped me got there. My girlfriend, last day when I told my girlfriend she was not in the city, I told her that my parents are not letting me go, and she told me, "मुझे नहीं पता, कुछ भी कर, मना सर पे चढ़ जा, तू जाएगा." And she told me that, which gave me a confidence where I started the conversation again that I wanted to go, and somehow they said yes. So I still appreciate her for that day, and like I don't know, I still appreciate my friend who came from the US. I'm not gonna name him, or I can just name him. He's Andrew. I still appreciate. He pushed me till the end. He even told me that bring your dad. He can stay with me. It's all chill. He helped me get those tickets. If he wasn't there, I wouldn't have watched the World Cup that day. I couldn't do it. Like I didn't have that kind of connection or resources. I could have tried something here and there, or maybe I would have had to pay a lot of money. Maybe I would have lost money to a scam. But because of him, I was able to like gather the confidence to go to a random country for the first time ever as a very young kid. And from India, we do not get to experience that a lot. Like going out and all of that is not very common. So he literally pushed me till the end. I still appreciate him for this. He's the best friend I ever made. We don't talk very regularly. We have barely talked twice or thrice. But I still appreciate him. If you're watching this, if you ever watch this, Andrew, I love you, my brother. You are my brother for life. You're my friend for life. I'll never forget what you did for me back that day. It was very special for me. And if you would know, I think I told you my story, but the entire story, my life situation and everything, you would really feel very happy about me. But thank you for pushing me, and thanks to my mom and dad who somehow agreed as well because they couldn't see me crying, and it was insane. I never thought like they would say yes to it like back then. Today's I can go anywhere I want, but like back then I didn't think they would. But glad they did. Thanks to them, thanks to God, thanks to my girlfriend, thanks to everyone, thanks to anyone who made it possible for me. Like insane experience. Like I don't know. I'm in loss of words. I have like goosebumps right now. But मजा आया भाई. What a crazy match today. क्या खेली Argentina. Messi scored a hat trick. 3-0. First time Messi scored a hat trick in the World Cup. Uh, insane. And Messi scored 200 goals as well now for Argentina, which is only three people have done it till now. So insane. But adios, guys. We'll see you on the next stream. See you.